keep it for right now. But I'm just going to do it on a black background surface just to show you how these colors are really going to pop. This is just a inexpensive 11 by 14 black canvas. I cannot remember where I picked it up. I got several of them several years ago because I had them in mind for another project in my kitchen. And guess what? Never got to it. So I just decided I would use this as I think it's going to make a nice statement piece. And it's black already. It was already black. It came that way. I didn't have to paint it. I could have taken a regular canvas and painted it black, and that would have worked as well. But this already came black. So all I did to prepare it was I put a layer of Mod Podge on it first, and did that last night so it could dry overnight, just to kind of give it a nice base and to try to fill in the ridges a little bit, because you know canvas is not even. It's not a flat surface. It's not even. So I just prepared it that way. There's a couple different ways you can prepare canvases as well. If you need more information on that, I'm glad to help you with that. But that's just one way I decided to. And I didn't want to take away from the design itself, so that's why I chose just the plain black. I could have put Mod Podge or something else, not Mod Podge, sorry. I could have decoupaged something on here or painted another color, but I really wanted it just to be on the black. Now this morning, once I came up, I also just kind of ran my sanding block over it real lightly and then just wiped it off, just to make sure I have a nice flat even surface, just so that, you know, my chalk doesn't want to run. And that's what we're using. We're using chalk paste, and that's just wet chalk basically, guys. So I just say, okay, so you get that, you get the video, you get, also every month we run a special for our club members. And we offer some kind of incentive or special sale for them. So if you're a club member, I'm trying to find my marker. If you're a club member, then you also get access to those exclusive club member sales. And if you remember, this was last month's transfer. This is the shirt that we did, the sweatshirt that I did the watercolor and the ink, and then I did over top of it. So I'm super happy to wear it. But let's see, this is February Club. I always write on the front and back of my transfers, so I know where the back of the backer sheet is and the front of the transfer. These are silkscreen reusable transfers, reusable, guaranteed by the company 12 or more times. It's about 12 times they guarantee, but more than that, you can get more than that out of it if you take good care of it. They are self-adhesive and repositionable. Now, you also, as a club member, get the $4.95 flat rate shipping on anything else you order from my website, which is a huge savings, you guys. I just realized I need to bring this up and sprinkle it to my group. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep my iPad over here close by, so if you're jumping on, say hi so I can see your comments and hit that heart button. Hello, dear sister. But I forgot to bring it up. I'm sorry. I'm going to sprinkle that out real quick to my my VIP group. And I would love it if you would sprinkle out the video as well to anybody that you know. And sprinkling just means to share it. Just tag a friend. But yes, so what was I saying? Oh, you get $4.95 flat rate shipping on anything else you order from my website, which is a huge savings as well. And if you have any other questions, just shoot me a message or a comment, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Even if I don't answer it during the live, I can answer it afterwards. Now, this is a brand new transfer. I have not used it before. Just got it in the other day, as I shared on my page. So it's super duper sticky, and that's what we want. We want them to be self-adhesive so it'll stay in place on our surface that we're choosing. I'm not doing it on fabric, so I need to fuzz it ahead of time. And that's just basically exactly like it sounds. Adding a little fuzz to the back. So, I don't want it super duper fuzzy. I just want it enough to take like the major stickiness off. Now I realize that this 11 by 14 is a little larger than what I would normally do. So I haven't decided yet, but I will probably do something else on here because, yeah, I probably will do something else on here. I just haven't decided what yet. We'll figure it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out and I'll let y'all know once I get an inspiration. Nothing's coming to mind right off the bat, but sometimes it takes me a little bit once I've seen it. Now the longest part of the whole thing is probably just getting it positioned on your surface. And I usually just eyeball it. And once I have it placed where I'd like it to be, I will I'm gonna turn it around so I can see it. I like to do the project facing you, but sometimes when I'm putting it on there, I have to do it myself. Looking at it so that I can see whether it's even or not. Okay. So once you have it placed where you'd like it to be, just smooth it out because you want it to adhere to your surface as well as good as possible. You want really good contact so that your chalk paste doesn't try to bleed out of the silk screen area, but that's the benefit of the silk screen is it makes it, see, I feel like that's still shifted. It makes it so that it holds the chalk paste in place better than a typical stencil would do. And when you're working with a canvas, any kind of canvas, you always want to put something underneath it because you know we have that big opening in the back like that. And your canvas wants to go up and down. So when you're working, like when I'm pushing this down or when I'm putting my chalk paste in, it's going to want to go up and down and I'm not going to get as good of a image. And this one is not meant to look distressed, so I want it to be nice. So just find something. My fuzzing cloth works perfectly. I do have that available. I'm not sure if it's in the shop right now. I can check. Hang on, let me see if it's in the shop. It was, there was something out of stock. I don't think this was. I don't think the cloth was. Let's see. It's still in. Yep, it's in stock. This is available in my shop if you're in need of one. All right, and I just want to smooth it nicely. And depending on your surface, I feel like I keep seeing it going crooked. I don't know. It could be something on the grain on the thing too. I don't know. Pull that back up. Hello, does that look straight to you, Lori? From your angle? I think it is, but I feel like every time I look at it, then I'm like, oh no, is it? I'm just trying to press it down. Sometimes Facebook's let me see the comment, and sometimes it doesn't, so. All right. I'm not getting as good a contact as I'd like, so I put Mod Podge on it because I didn't want it to bleed. In canvas, a lot of times it can bleed if you don't sand it first, but with it being black, I didn't want to just sand it, so I'll just try to be careful. Anyway, let's see if I can, I'd love to do split screen. So I want to look at my picture and see it. Okay, so let's see, we're going to pull out some squeegees. It looks like in our example, in the picture that you're going to get, the example that you're going to get, this is all done, all of this, and the outlining is done in Ocean Mist. And then it looks like Lakeshore is Find Joy in the Journey. And even the bicycle is, but then the little basket and the little flowers are done in the two different colors. The berry is for the lines underneath and then just a little accent up here on the basket. So I'm gonna need my multi-purpose tool. Yours, you can use whatever. If you only have one small squeegee, you can certainly work with that. Where you're working with 3 different colors, we're still gonna have to do the paste and peel. I always suggest have a wet baby wipe or wet paper towel beside you because if you only have one squeegee, you're gonna have to keep cleaning it off in between. Because you don't want to just do all one color at one time and then go back and do the other ones because that color will dry. Unless you're going to do paste and peel, which I have shown that before on my site. But let's see what else we're going to use. Let's get the lids off of our colors. And this one, I don't think I need a big one. I think we'll use a mini squeegee for that. This is a small one cut in half. I'm going to use for my Lakeshore. And then for the berry, I'm definitely using just this. So let's get started, guys. I hope you're having a great Saturday. I know you are, Lori. Let's see, I might have to come back to that. I know for sure you are. All right, let's get started. We'll start here at the bottom. I'll do this little section here from the line down, and then I'll paste and peel. I'll show you guys about paste and peel, okay? So I have the 3-ounce jars. Obviously, like I said, you're going to have a packet. You're only going to need some of it. A little goes a long way, guys. Pour out what you need and then leave the rest in the packet. And if you need advice, I do have it on my site. I've shown before about what you do to save the rest of the ink in the packet. But if you can't find that or that's missing and you have a question, just send it to me and I'll share it with you. But there is a way to preserve the ink in, I say ink, I'm sorry, it's chalk paste. The paste in your packet that you don't use. Because you will not use all of it just for this project. You'll have extra. So I'm just applying this directly to the silkscreen area. And my silkscreen is moving a little bit, and it's probably because of the Mod Podge. I'm just gonna try. I'm hoping that it's gonna, see, it is moving. Oh goodness. Let's see, we may be starting all over again, y'all. I may have to brainstorm and come up with a different surface. I don't know. I'm gonna paste and pull so I'll be able to tell, but it's moving. But you do have to do something to prepare your chalk, your canvas, because unless you don't mind it bleeding a little bit, just because canvas has those little grooves in it. We're just going to apply it and then I'll see. If I have to redo it, I'll redo it. Show you guys. I'll just try to be careful and stay in one direction instead of going everywhere. And I'm going to set my squeegee aside for the time being. I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool. This is an excellent tool if you need to ever pick up another little something. This one, I'm telling you, I use this probably between the squeegees. This is the other tool that I use the most. It's so handy. It's just the right size little small squeegee to get in little areas, little detail areas. You just want to smooth it out because you don't want your, you don't need a bunch on there. You just pull off any extra chalk. Any of the extra chalk. And a little goes a long way. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that heart button for me, y'all, I would so appreciate it. Sharing is truly caring in Facebook world. That's what gets me out into the world. And if you sprinkle or share it with a friend, please type sprinkle in the comments to be entered into my drawing for a free, this month it's a free tote with this transfer on it. And I'm actually going to be working on a beaded tassel to go with it. I'll probably do a instructional video go with that. Okay, let's paste and peel, guys. Let's see if we've had luck. But this is what it looks like just with the paste on it in the first round. Let's see. Wish me luck. I hope it worked. Sometimes my ideas work and sometimes they don't. That's just how it works in the crafting world. All right, not too bad, not too bad. And I can fix that. That is fixable. Everything is figure outable, you guys. So what I'll do is once that chalk has dried, especially since I've waxed or did the Mod Podge on this, I can clean that off. I can either scrape it off and clean it up. I'm not gonna stress over it right now, but I definitely can fix that. And hopefully the rest of it will be fine. Okay, so now let's move on to the next. So again, we're doing, this is the, this color is Ocean Mist. And the best way to describe it is like a grayish, a bluish gray. A really light blue gray. And I think what I've also read when I was researching how is the best way to apply this for canvas is don't mess with it too much. The less you do, the better. Don't press too hard. Even with my little pad under it, I feel like it's moving some. So maybe load up your squeegee and just don't press too hard. It's kind of glided across it. Usually I apply a little bit of pressure to put it in, but since I'm working with canvas, it can be a little more tricky. And I feel like I'm going to be able to fix whatever happens. So, but my transfer is definitely moving. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's scooting a little bit. Maybe I'll use the flat side. That might help. Your squeegees have a flat and an angled side. So, Lori, have you gotten your club transfer yet for this month? I'm going to use this flat side. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating because I'm worried about my transfer moving. Okay, we're going to paste and peel though. Right? Not yet. Well, hopefully it'll be in maybe the first of the week. I don't know. With the mail, you just never know. I swear. This one, I just got it this week. And I'm a designer. As a designer. Okay, let's see how this looks. And let me just also tell you, if you miss any area, like this little T over here feels like it's not got as much as I would like it to have in there, I can just lay it back down and use my squeegee to go right back over it. But the reason we do the paste and peel is because we don't want the paste to dry in our silkscreen area. We want it to stay on our surface. So you just let it fall back down. You don't press it back down. And then you just make sure you smooth the areas you're getting ready to work on next. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm going to use that wrong side. Trying to get that paste off of there without losing it, but I think I'm going to use the flat side because that seems to be working better, getting it in the transfer. Now the bicycle might feel a little bit tricky. You know, I would say that if you're doing it in all three colors, you don't have to. Just because you get them doesn't mean you have to do it in all three colors, but if you feel intimidated by it, just do it. Pick one color that you think you would love and do it in that color. To me, crafting is about trial and error, but, you know, it's only chalk. You can always redo it. You have a transfer that's reusable, so if you do it and you hate it, just redo it. And I usually, you know, if you're using a chalkboard, it's very easy to just clean it off and do it again. But if you're using another surface, just pick something that's not super duper expensive. The only thing that you wouldn't be able to reuse would be like fabric, or that it's kind of set in stone. Even wood, you can, you know, sand it off if you wanted. But if this intimidates you, like doing these, you see where I'm getting ready to do the little bicycle basket, and because it's calling for a couple different colors, if that intimidates you, then don't do it. But again, sometimes you surprise yourself. Just try it. And if there's a red circle around me, my profile picture while you're when you're looking, then you know that I'm live. If there's not, you're watching it on a replay, and if you wouldn't mind just typing replay or saying hi even on the replay in there for me, that would be great. I would love it. But as always, if you would hit that heart button and sprinkle it out into the world, I would appreciate it. All right, so I've got everything done from my Ocean Mist. And now we're going to do the berry basket. Let me see. Yeah, the basket's berry, and then those little teeny, and they are tiny. I might have to pull out my little mini detail tool. Let's see. It's a small area, but if you have a small squeegee, if you just have the mini squeegee, which if you join my club, I will, and you haven't gotten another kit from me where you already have a squeegee, I will send you a squeegee as a thank you. If you've already gotten a kit or something like that from me, then I will send you something else as a thank you. I'm going to see if I can get these little guys with this little flowers. It's tiny. Okay. All right, guys, let's see what we got. And I'm gonna just pull it back slowly. If I've missed anything or I need to touch up anything, I can lay it right back down. Ta-da! Okay, so that transfer, I'm just gonna take that to my sink with some cool running water, and I'll be able to clean that in my sink. No special tools needed. You can use your hand, you can use a soft sponge, some kind of soft sponge. You can use our board erasers that we sell in my shop. But